Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rami Rihawi, and I just want to thank you very much for the overwhelming interest that you've shown in my proposal. I didn't think that today I will be presenting, and but here am I, and I just did I'm sorry for the crappy presentation because I just did it in the last hour. And okay, so I am I just came to Germany like before 5 years, 5 months ago, and I came exactly from the city of Aleppo, which is the heart of the war that's going on right now, as you know. And this is my city. It's a lovely city before the war. I don't know why I told you it's a crappy presentation. Okay. And this is our like awesome great castle of Aleppo. And this is my city right now, after the war. As you see, it's totally destroyed. Also here again. But I'm not showing you those photos because every time I read an article regarding refugees, the guys that make or write those articles, they are really most of the time they are really sweet and awesome, but they tend to tell stories that are emotional and sentimental just to make the people feel sorry. This is not my intention at all, and to be bluntly honest, I really don't like it when somebody comes at me and just speaks in a he feels like really sorry. So I don't want you to feel sorry. But my intention was maybe and hopefully to change the way you look and see refugees here in Germany. As you may have known, there's a lot of controversy regarding the refugees, the huge amount of refugees that are coming to Germany. And I just hope by giving this representation to make you maybe feel like the refugees can be a huge opportunity for Germany, and if they're put in the right use, and they can really help push the economic wheel of this really awesome country that I really fall in love with over the last 5 months, and I really consider it as my second home right now. Well, so you saw the photos of my city, Aleppo. So you may think it's not a 5-star living. There is no electricity. So if you are a programmer, I guess you need some electricity but there is no electricity at all. And you can't Google anything. And most of the work that I do is always Googling stuff because that's the way how I work. And I think most of you guys also work the same. So there is no electricity, there is no water, and you have to do I used to hate this, every morning I have to go and just bring water from a place where there is so many people, but I have to find a way to come where there is not so many people and just bring water for this day. And I told you so, there is no electricity, there is no internet, and there is no water. But what was I doing there? I stayed there actually, I was there in Aleppo when the war actually started. When I was 17 years old, I was there. We have, the last year of high school where you have to do this big exam in Syria, and you have to study really, really hard for 1 year. So if you want to get into a good faculty, so at this time, when I was preparing for this, because I wanted to study informatics engineering, and you have to bring very high marks so you can get into this faculty in Syria. And just so you know, actually, many people in Syria, many attendees of the informatics faculty are women. Here in Berlin, I'm right now a guest student in TU Berlin, and it's the opposite. Most of them are guys. So I didn't expect that. So what was I doing? I was playing games most of the time, just switching between The Witcher and the GTA, and and I was learning at the university C++. Object-oriented programming and Java and some algorithms, but we were learning so many theoretical stuff like math, linear algebra, probabilities, all of those crazy stuff. And I really, as you may think, I didn't enjoy them very well because you see nothing, you're just abstract. So Unreal Engine came out at the same time I was studying those things in Syria, where we had internet for like, I guess I was lucky. At the summer we had internet. It was really slow, but it was okay. So the Unreal Engine 4 was introduced, and I was reading, I wanted to apply the C++, so I read about 3D stuff, like maybe using Unity or Unreal Engine, but then Unreal Engine 1 because he's using C++. So I tried to make games that I thought I can make a AAA game, maybe like Mass Effect alone, and in 3 months. Well, I guess that didn't work very well. And yeah, so I made a little game, like the zombies took out our university and you're gonna have to try to kick them out. The characters didn't have really a good look, but it was okay, it worked fine. And yeah, I was just, at that time of the war people outside are fighting, I was playing GTA, which was funny because the voices are mixed. Some voices you hear from outside and some voices from GTA. And it's really good, good sound effects. And like, I didn't have those 3D like subwoofers, but it was really cool. Like when you hear the boof, it's really like a huge boof. So that was the way I was spending my time, and like going to learning math, learning some Java, and staying at home watching The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, and playing those games, and developing Unreal Engine. So that's what I was doing. Then one day, I was there at university. We always used to go to the architecture faculty because there most of the hot girls and hot guys, they go all there and they try to meet each other and, you know, do whatever they want to do. And so one of my friends, we were there sitting, like just checking this girl out, and then he tells me, well, you know, actually I have this crazy idea. We should get out of here. Like, we're doing nothing in Aleppo. I told him, well, what do you mean? What we are doing some stuff. He told me, well, we can do something better here in Europe. And he's like, that time, no refugees, like this huge amount of people were coming, and nobody knew about this idea. So I thought he was stupid. Like, I'm in Syria, I'm gonna go and just go, what I'm gonna make, take a visa, or just what I'm gonna fly, take a rocket? I can't come here. This is impossible. He's a crazy guy. I didn't give him much attention. And then after 2 months, he comes to me and tells me, yes, I'm gonna say goodbye to you right now. I'm gonna try my luck and I'm gonna go to Germany. Well, I tell him, really, what the hell is that? And I took it as a laugh. I think he's gonna come back maybe in 1 week and he'll have spent so much money on nothing, and he'll later regret. But in 30 days, he is in Germany. He is taking photos in Berlin. So that was really like a huge shock to me. That was, as I mentioned, that was before all of those crazy people were coming, and millions and millions of, I don't know, of refugees were coming, and it's all over the news. That was all before that. So I started, like, he put this idea in my mind, and I started asking my parents. As you know, when I started asking them, I was 20, right now I'm 21. So I like, I want to go to Germany, you know. What are you talking about? Just get past the linear algebra and then we'll talk about it. And then summer came, and so many people the news, everybody were talking about how all of those refugees are coming to Europe. And they were like, so awesome here, like as you see, our Europe is without borders, and then this refugees welcome stuff. So the idea wasn't really that crazy then. My father started, you know, thinking about it. One of the huge barriers also was the money, because you needed. My father is a lawyer, but you know, right now there is no law in Syria, I guess, and a lawyer wouldn't work as well as before. You know, this destruction, I wasn't living there. I was living here in the same city, but it is, you know, separated. So I was lucky to be living in another part of the city that is more fortunate, that it is a bit more safe, so to say, like only one rocket a day. And then he actually agreed. I don't know how. Like, as I'm okay, you need maybe $2,000 to make the trip. And then he agreed, and then I told him, can I take my brother, because my brother with me? He told me, no, if you want to try this, you will try this on your own. And before he changed my mind, I took everything, I packed my stuff, and I was out. And I didn't believe it. I thought like, oh God, really? Then I took I got out of Syria, which was really the hardest part. The sea was nothing. I told my father, actually, one of the ways that I convinced him, I told him, if you don't let me go, I'm gonna go just, because you know, the most money was gonna go to the guys that put you in this boat, like 1,200 for them. So if you don't want to give me the money, just give me less, I will go swimming. I'm a really good swimmer. I swim 5 hours a day. I can go swimming. You can see, I mean, the island, it's just over there. And I guess and then after you get to Greece, you start, you know, sneaking across the borders and just getting country after country. And then after 15, 16 days, I'm here in Berlin. Well, I didn't come to Berlin at first. I didn't think I'd come to Germany. I was at Austria, and then I thought, well, I'm like in Germany right now. Which city am I going to be living right? So I stayed in Vienna for actually 3 days, thinking which city, and then I came up with Hanover at first. So I went to Hanover, and I got off of the bus station, and it was just 2 minutes. Actually, I don't know. I didn't like it, and then I go back to the, and then I just call my brother. I tell him, man, I didn't like Hanover. Well, where do you think? And he's 16 years old, by the way. And where do you think I should go? Well, he told me, well, you can't go wrong with Berlin. I told him, okay, if you say so, then I'm going to be taking this train to Berlin right now. And you know, nobody thought that I would be in Berlin, and none of my friends, you know, I didn't even know that. Then I post on Facebook, I check in Berlin, and some of my friends PM me like, and we are here also, we should meet up. There's nobody, this is like, how did you come to Berlin? I tell them, how did you come to Berlin? Like, you just were there in Aleppo, and we just have a semester fair and and you are here right now in Berlin? Well, that's weird. And then I got registered. And then I got registered with, I had to go through the crazy experience of trying to register myself as a refugee, ask for, to register myself with the Legezo. And Legezo in Berlin is really awesome, as you all may know. It's just crazy. I had to, I think 2 weeks just to try to tell them like, hey guys, I'm a refugee. Just type something. Nobody knows I'm here in Berlin. Nobody knows that I am here. And then I am sitting. So what should I do now? Right now I'm in Berlin. Like, I didn't plan this long. Right now, what am I gonna do? Right now I used to study informatics in the faculty of Aleppo. What am I gonna do here? And I don't know the language. Well, thank God I watched Game of Thrones and Walking Dead, and I learned some English instead, or I wouldn't. And so I had to do the obvious thing and try to learn German. Well, this is just a joke. Jetzt, ich verstehe ganz gut Deutsch, aber es ist auch nicht so gut. Ich brauche C1 Niveau für TU Berlin. Well, thank you, but it's really, it's not good. It's you can ask my teacher, she will tell you. And then, well, learning German would take much of your time, but my passion, I didn't come to Germany just to learn German. I want to continue programming. But I had a really cool rig back in Syria. I had a computer like with GPU, GTX, I don't know what, I forgot, 560. It was really good rig, but here I don't have a laptop and I don't have a PC. I'm not going to take my rig with me in the boat and just come over here. So I thought about it. I thought about it. It's a really good rig. But they would take much money to bring it. It would be a person. So a good friend of mine that I got to know in Berlin, just 2 weeks. after 3 weeks and I'm in Berlin, she sends me a message, or sends my friend a message, and then he sends me the message. That she says that there is this new school, it's called Ready School. It will give laptops for you guys and for everybody, not only, mostly refugees. It will give you laptops. They're not the best laptops. This is their laptop that they give me, and they will teach you programming. If you already know some programming, there is an advanced course, and if you are a total beginner, there is a beginner course. So I said, well, I don't think that they're gonna give me a laptop, but I will go. I have only German. I will go there and try my luck. So I go, and after 2 months, they opened the school. It was really just the beginning. They were just they are trying to figure the idea that the school is gonna work, and they decided to teach us Ruby on Rails. And they made a good argument about it, and I said, well, if you're going to teach us Ruby on Rails, it's okay. And we start learning Ruby on Rails, and they bring mentors. You know, the mentors, they are volunteers that just want to spread the knowledge. And then there is this 2 guys. Every time there is a mentor, there is different mentor. We have 3 classes a week. And this mentor thinks Meteor is better and thinks JavaScript is better, and his name is Peter, and he tells the people at the school we are learning Ruby on Rails, but in the session we are learning JavaScript. I mean when they asked me hey, so how is it going with you guys with the Ruby on Rails? Well, what Ruby on Rails? We are learning JavaScript. Well, really? Well, we have to talk with this guy. And then I got him fired. No, I'm just kidding. And yeah, so I liked JavaScript actually more than Ruby on Rails, and I really enjoyed Meteor because you can make stuff very fast and see the results in front of you. And my first project, or no, not now, I will talk about it later. So as I became a member of this school, we had a lot of fun. We did really amazing stuff. We talked at Cisco Live, and this is Anne. We presented together at Cisco Live Berlin this year, 2016, and we talked about what we've done at the course and how is like the school working and stuff, and it was really an amazing presentation. But then Mr. Mark Zuckerberg was at Berlin, and the day before it, I was sleeping late. Like, I don't sleep late, but I was sleeping late till 3 p.m. Really, really late. And then I wake up and I check my mobile phone, and I see like it's exploding with messages, and like many people are calling me, and I don't get those kind of messages and calls on normal day. And then I am really sleepy. I just, yeah, what do you want, guys? What is wrong? Everybody is just calling me. Well, you're gonna meet somebody tomorrow, and we're not gonna tell you who is. I didn't know Mark Zuckerberg was there. You're gonna meet somebody tomorrow, and he's really influential and stuff. And I thought I'm gonna be meeting Merkel or somebody. I don't know. So I go and I ask a friend of mine in the Ready School. They didn't tell me. I just told them, like, tell me who am I gonna meet? So I prepare myself. No, we can't. If we tell you, then it will not happen. So I ask a friend of mine who is also in the school, and she knows, and she told me, yeah, don't tell anybody, but it's gonna be Mark Zuckerberg. And then I tell everybody. And I didn't even meet him, and it may not work, but like I have been calling everybody, even in Syria. Like people knew, like hello man, like I think I'm gonna be meeting Mark Zuckerberg tomorrow. Well, they told me not to say anybody, so please don't tell anybody. So, and then he's telling other people. So the next day, actually, all of this talk didn't get this, and I met him, and we had a good talk about virtual reality and about like, if I asked him the normal question that everybody asks him, should I continue college and stuff, like regarding that he didn't. And yeah, it was a good half an hour, and we discussed many stuff like JavaScript, the thing. the stuff that I'm learning and Unreal Engine, and he actually told me to use. It's a good idea to use Unreal Engine to develop stuff for the VR. And then this is the crazy photo of me. Well, I thought I was then working on Meteor to make a site for the Ready School. It's not deployed or anything. I just was doing it, trying to better my knowledge using the JavaScript and Meteor. And I don't know why did I think that one laptop wasn't enough. And I don't know. And actually my friend also, the one who was helping me, thought the same thing, that one laptop ain't enough. And so we actually made a website that has, registration and user interface and like a profile pages for everybody. It's like a mini Facebook and a news feed and stuff using MongoDB and JavaScript and Meteor. And it was actually good for I did it in actually 3 weeks, just refreshing my memories about the basics and then learning the Meteor and JavaScript and MongoDB because I have no idea about databases. And we made the site. The source is not pretty, but it works. And then before 2 days ago, we were having a discussion with Vel N24. We were gonna also make a web page on their site, like not a web page, many web pages, like a mini site in their site, using JavaScript and using Meteor. And I will be also continuing studying at TU Berlin and trying to learn I'm not studying like I'm right now, trying to learn the language. I understand like 60% of what the professor is saying, but I still need more, and I will not be official until I have a certain level. So that's the stuff that I'm gonna be doing. And thank you guys very much for your patience and giving me the chance to present this story. And I hope that you liked it. And if you have any, I don't know if we have, we still have time, I guess. I thought it would take more. Yeah. If you have any questions or anything, I'd be happy to answer them or try to answer them.
I think I have a million questions, and I think a lot of people will have. Should we start? We have 5 minutes left for this talk, but I think afterwards it's open for everybody. Anybody has a question? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sebastian.
Hi, Sebastian.
This goes back to a discussion we had at the Socrates conference. This should be like up to 6 months back. And we asked ourselves, not to sound greedy, but are there more guys and girls like you coming, like well-educated, ready to put into companies? And I mean, it's not about taking your rig, it's like a thing you could produce really actual stuff here with. So, and the other question is there any like professional efforts to onboard like anyone who's well educated coming here? I mean, ending up in a shelter is one thing, but ending up in a company, any IT company where you end up and tell you live in a shelter will provide you with an apartment in like days. It's like a general service that is done. Is there something like this?
Something like people who came from. I didn't understand the second question. Sorry.
I mean, there's a lot of high educated people coming to Europe right now, and they're like handled by uneducated refugees from somewhere. And on the other hand, we have a big tech industry that is like looking for anyone to work here. I mean, you come from anywhere in the world, and it's totally easy to shoot your visa. in 4 weeks for any. I've never seen anyone telling me this person will not get a visa if it's in a taxi. So is there any professional efforts to do something like this?
Well, this is actually the first time I hear this, that you wouldn't, because I wouldn't be given a visa or anybody. I mean, I'm not a super techie guy, but maybe I learn fast, I guess. But regarding the second question, I know that there is like 43,000 job opportunities for programmers here in Germany that are not fulfilled, and they need anybody who can do this, any job. And I saw like many people came to our, companies came to our school and they asked us, and we are still learning, and they asked us, just come, you will learn on the job. Well, it's not, well, you think so many, the system is not working, I guess, very well, because I think there's many refugees that are coming, but I mean, I don't have a residency until now. Nobody, like many people who can't speak English, can't program anything, can't do anything, they got the residency. They are just like me, also from Syria or other countries. They are refugees. They got the residency, and now they can go to any place, work or anything. But I can work, actually do actual work, but I'm not allowed to work. So this is the problem. Like, I'm not allowed to work, and I am not also given any residency. And what was the first? Yeah, so many people. Is there many guys just like me? Yes, there is many guys, but they're in the shadows because many doctors are living in camps. I saw many doctors that are ready just to work. Many engineers, mechanical engineers, many people with educated. They are already finished. They have their degree with them. They are ready, as our school, but they didn't get any help or any like nobody helped them. They were helped, but they didn't get the residency to help Germany, to help the economic wheel. That's the problem. And there is many people. Yes, there is I want to be very honest. I'm not going to tell you, oh, all the refugees that came, they are really educated. They are like, no, not all of them. And the majority are not. I want to be honest. But not everybody that came here needs to be a tech guy or needs to be a doctor or they can work any other job to not be a burden on Germany, to not keep on taking money. I don't like taking money from the government, but they will not let me work. And other people would like to work, but they didn't learn the language. This is their fault. And they didn't get offered to learn a language. That's also, I think, maybe the government's fault. If there is any, I hope I answered your question.
Is there another question? No?
Thank you for that beautiful talk.
Yeah,
Thank
awesome.
you very much.
Thank you very much.
Just to make sure I didn't get it right, the whole story you told us from leaving Syria to now has been 5 months?
Yeah, actually 5 months.
I just wanted to make sure that I understood that quite.
I also said that was quite fast to be on a conference and speaking. I didn't get it like in 10 years now. So we are now ready with this talk time-wise. If anybody wants to talk to Rami, I think he's available for everybody to talk to. Big applause again, and
thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.